day of my time here with the wonderful Sebastiano. And he can talk us through what it is, what sort of different IV drips you can have, which ones I get. But I just think it's important to sort of explain what I'm doing because it's good for me as a performer. I get super tired and exhausted. Every time I come in here, I'm like, help me! And it really, really does help. So I want to kind of tell everybody what it is and just explain it a bit further.
You said basically the most important part, because the job you do and the frequency and the strain it puts on your body, you know, working all the week, basically, virtually sometimes 2 shows in a day. So that's quite exhausting.
Yeah.
I think draining.
Yeah.
So obviously, IV nutritional therapy restore and rebalance your level of energy. In your case, it was more regaining those vitamins that will give you a boost, electrolytes, magnesium. This is giving you the kind of boost and energy. They will bring you back your vitality, your reactivity, your sharpness.
It was so helpful, especially doing 8 shows a week. I found if I didn't come and see you in the week, I could really feel the difference, and just that boost of energy and like you said, like vitamins sort of got me through that sort of grueling schedule, really.
It's very simple, it's something that you would do normally with your food, but that will require you to go through all your 5 a day balancing, right? So
I do my best, but I mean
yes, you should.
You should.
And the thing is that when you can't, or when you're tired, the easiest, the quickest way is to go through an IV, because it goes straight away in your system and it's completely and immediately bioavailable. So that's the reason, it's like you could do even overworking in a gym, right? So you are an athlete, and then you use your body over and over. Then you need to regain. There are many different reasons. It could be because you have pigmentation, for instance. So you want to,
that's another story.
or you want to brighten up your skin, or you have traveling and you have jet lag. That's another thing.
Also performing as well. When I used to perform on, which we've not done this, which would be great. I used to perform on cruise ships a lot. So I used to be traveling, 35 hours, and then I'd have to do a show. So something like this would have been wonderful when I was doing that to kind of, replenish.
Detox. The most common, immune system boosting. So there are different ways of preparing the vitamins and combining the vitamins inside the preparation, and that is the one depending on your requirement, right? So you add different vitamins, more than one than the other, and it's pretty simple,
All right. Let's do another one. And I told you this before, but I've been suffering from sort of pigmentation on my upper lip, and it's from when I was hiking, and I was hiking 20 miles a day for like nearly a month, and I was in the sun every day, and even though I was covering myself in factor 50, it still got me. So I was so upset about it when I came home, because I have these 2 lines here. So Sebastiano, how can you help me with this?
Pigmentation, it's a very common one, and it's not a big deal, to be honest. It can be improved very easily. You just need to be patient. We can act locally, so working the area where the pigmentation is. There are different ways. It's like chemical peel, microneedling, polynucleotides. Thank God we have a lot of things that can be used. Or and we can use an IV with high dose glutathione and vitamin C. So we improve the pigmentation from both sides, from organically inside and from applying substance that will clear up the skin. In the IV for pigmentation, in particular, I mentioned glutathione and vitamin C. Glutathione, it is actually produced by our liver, by our body. It's a substance that we produce, is very important for our body, for our health, and because it fights free radicals. So it's a way for our body to maintain a general health. And vitamin C, obviously, we know is a multipotent vitamin. It acts in many different ways. The most common we mention is immune system, but it also has an impact on pigmentation. That's why we combine these two. One of the most common questions is, why can't I take supplements or supplementation? Well, in reality, you could. It depends also what kind of supplement you take, because in particular these two substances are hyper-reactive. So when you take supplementation like tablets, when they pass to the stomach, they react with the stomach acidity. I said at the beginning, they are very reactive molecules. They are really demolished in the stomach. So the amount of products you ingest, with the amount of products that become bioavailable, it's very little, very little. So when you use an IV instead, it's completely bioavailable. If you still want to take supplements though, I would suggest to take liposomal. Is a formulation that basically contains the substance inside a little sphere made of liposomes. This protects the products from the acidity of the stomach. So this hyperreactive molecules pass to the stomach, reach the intestine, and they liposome dissolve. So it's the only way you can take supplements, and the bioavailability of what you're taking is very high. They cost a lot more than normal supplementation, but if you consider that when you take a tablet, a cheap one, you're not gonna get anything. So it's kind of counterintuitive, you know. Sometimes in this particular case, if you spend more, you're getting more for real. It's not just a marketing thing; it's a pharmaceutical thing.
There you go. So, what are we doing today?
So, in particular for your pigmentation, if this is the plan today, we are gonna get the IV with glutathione and vitamin C. That's very easy, and we are gonna start with a chemical peel. So it's not the only solution. As I said, it will take a few sessions, and we can combine different treatments to reduce the pigmentation. But eventually, we will get there.
There you go. It doesn't hurt. It hurts for like 0.1 second. And
I would say it's a scratch.
Yeah, it's like nothing.
It's a scratch.
Yeah. I won't zoom in on this, but it doesn't hurt. I'm doing it right now, and it's like so quick.
It's really a scratch.
Yeah. There you go, it's done. I actually didn't even feel that at all. Usually I feel
because
like
you were talking.
it's because I was occupied, yeah. Usually I feel like, oh, and then it's gone. But that was nothing, painless.
All set.
All set.
I'll just put this here.
Oh, another question.
Clean. Yes.
How long are you, well, I know the answer, but how long are we hooked up here for? How long does it usually?
I would say 20-30 minutes top.
Mm-hmm.
It won't take longer than that anyway.
And it's not uncomfortable at all. It's actually very relaxing. I think that was what, 20?
Well, I would
Something
say
like
so. Yeah, I think so. Bottle is empty.
There you
It
go.
is closed. Let's detach you from the line.
There you go, I'm free.
That's it.
that instant like, ooh.
Oh, you start
You
feeling
feel-
better very quickly.
Yeah, you do. You feel like instantly energized, but then it doesn't just wear off. It's not like a quick thing and then it wears off. Thank you. It stays with you. So I would highly recommend any performers watching this, athletes, performers, I don't know, people that are doing their 8-show week, which as we know can be quite grueling, is to regularly come and do this. It really does help. And I almost found like with 8 shows, you could never like replenish, because you'd get through the 8 shows and then you'd have your one day off, which was a rest day, and then you'd have to do it all again. So I felt like you were constantly like depleting in reserves. So doing something like this just helps to boost you back up to a good level to then crack on with the next week.